Hey guys, it's Grand Admiral Thrawn and happy Star Wars Day. Now, as I'm filming this video, there has not been a trailer released for Bad Batch Season 2. But I'm only saying this because of the event that, well, when I release it on today, what will be Star Wars Day, they do release that trailer that I did not copy from that trailer. None of these are from the trailer because it has not been made as I'm filming this. And I'm just taking too long. Anyway, I'm going to get right into the video, and this is 10 characters that I think will show up in Season 2 of The Bad Batch. Now, this means that they weren't in Season 1, and they have not been in the show at all. Okay, and I'm also going to say how. Number 10, Ahsoka. How? Well, she is a friend of Rex, so maybe she is with Rex, and they are talking, or maybe Rex contacts her and she's just through a comm link. This one is unlikely though, because Ahsoka has her novels where she is what happens after Order 66 and Rex and all that, although they did retcon the Kanan comics, so I don't think that actually matters to them. So maybe they will do Ahsoka. Number 9. Okay, this one is technically 2 people, but still. Shurit Imwe and Baze Malbus. How? Maybe the Batch runs into them on a mission, like how they did with the Martez sisters. Or maybe those two know Sid, since Sid was a Jedi informant, and they were... Well, Shurit believed in the Force at that moment, at that time, if it introduced them, but still. So yeah, that could be how, somewhat with how Shurit believed in the Force and Sid was a Jedi informant. Number 8, Bossk. Well, for one, they are fugitives. The Batch are fugitives. So maybe maybe Bossk goes hunting for them. Also, I can't be the only one, but I want to see Wrecker versus Bossk, because Wrecker, like how when he fought Muchi, he needs a worthy opponent. Or maybe Hunter, because these two are both hunters. And plus, Bossk hasn't been in something lately. The last thing I think he was in was they mentioned him in Solo. Anyway, although I could understand them using Black Chrysanthemum, I messed it up there, instead of Bossk, because of how Chrysanthemum was in Book of Boba Fett. Anyway, number 7, Commander Cody. Now, well, originally, several fans thought that what ended up to be Crosshair in black armor was actually Cody when the Season 1 trailer came out. So, maybe he is a clone that Rex is trying to rescue. Or maybe the Empire brings him in to help with something like the scrapped Rebels idea where Thrawn brings Cody in, since there were clones with Rebels, but that episode never happened, or that idea never happened. Anyway. Number 6, Agent Callus. Now, maybe Callus will only be in a single episode, like how there are those lieutenants in Rebels that are only in an episode, because that I think would be more likely with this. But it would be cool if he was someone who worked alongside Rampart as a younger Imperial officer, or ISB agent, I guess. It would just be cool to see how Callus was when he was first in the Empire, before we see him in Rebels. Number 5, Saev. Now, before I continue, I just want to say how awesome it was that they brought Scorch into Bad Batch. How? Well, at the end of the game Republic Commando, which I know is no longer canon, but this could make it canon, or sort of, I don't know. Saev is separated from his group, so maybe he will end up on Rex's Clone Rebellion team. It would make perfect sense for them to add Saev that way. Or maybe just the Batch run into him if they do a mission on Kashyyyk. Okay, number 4, Hondo. Everybody likes Hondo. Now, how? He is a pirate, so maybe they're doing a job for Sid, and then all of a sudden Hondo interferes and he wants to take over the job. Either way, it's Hondo. Everybody likes Hondo. They're probably going to add him. I don't know if it would be in this season or if the show gets a third season. They got to add Hondo at some point. Or maybe Hondo tries to hire them for a job. You never know. Anyway, number 3, Commander Wolf. Wolf was the only one of the 3 clones from Rebels that was on the Walker with Rex and Gregor that wasn't in Season 1 of Bad Batch. So, maybe Rex will have another mission with them to go get Wolf, or maybe Rex comes to get Gregor and he has brought Wolf with him, because Rex said he was busy with something, so maybe that was him going to get Wolf out of there when he was busy and they went to get Gregor. Or maybe he wants the Batch to go rescue Hauser, and Wolf already has been with Rex at that time. Anyway, yeah, they need to show what happened to Hauser because he's in 2 episodes, and yet he's already a fan favorite character. Number 2, Bo-Katan. How? This one is based off a rumor that was going around that Bo-Katan was supposed to be in Season 1. And it's probably going to be like how they run into her on a job for Sid. Wow, a lot of these end up being jobs for Sid. Oh well. Or something else like that. But I want, if they do bring her in, maybe it can show us a bit more about when the newly formed Empire didn't want her in charge of Mandalore anymore. So they replaced her with Gar Saxon. That would be cool to see that. Because we never really do. We just hear about it mentioned in Rebels. Okay, number 1. Now, a lot of people are going to be disappointed with who I have in number 1. But Beckett from Solo. Now, I know what you're thinking. He's not even that big of a character. Why would you put him at number 1? Well, that's why I put him at number 1, because it's more subtle and it doesn't have to be like some huge fan thing that they need some big character in it, like how Fennec, although I did like Fennec in the show, or Cad Bane, I liked that. It needs to be something subtle, and he would be subtle, like how they had Bib Fortuna in Season 1. And I think he's the most likely because he is a smuggler, so, like I said at the beginning, he could probably be one-upping them at a job they're trying to do, the Batch. And maybe his crew will be with him, like Val and Rio. Han, definitely not, because this is before Solo, like way before Solo. So Han would still be in the military. And Beckett was a great character. You guys know this. I like Solo. I don't care what anybody else says. I like it. Good movie in my mind. You can hate it all you want. That's not going to change my opinion. I like the movie. But yeah, I think that Beckett would be the most reasonable person for them to add in Season 2 of Bad Batch. Although, it could be someone else on my list. And hey, let's see how many people I actually get right this time when I release this video. I'll maybe do another video and seeing how many I got right with my first video here. I'd be really shocked if none of the people on my video here are actually in the show, but hey, that's just a chance I gotta take. Anyway, happy Star Wars Day. And this is Grand Admiral Thrawn signing off and wishing you a happy Star Wars Day and looking forward to our next encounter in my next video. So long.